Call this meeting of the Shorewood Village Board to order at 7:37. All trustees are present. Has this meeting been properly noticed?
Yes, the meeting has been properly noticed.
Okay, first item on the agenda is consent agenda. Is there a motion to approve tonight's consent agenda?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion?
And J.
Item what? I can't hear you.
J.
J.
And K.
And K. And H and I. And G. H I.
G, H, I, J, K. Okay. All in favor of approval?
I have one that I didn't know the minutes were in here, because I have also pulled out the
Give me a letter.
Run Drive. It's the last one that we talked about, Wilson Drive. July 10th, so it's number 4,
C, oh,
B. 4B.
4B. Okay, that's not the special meeting, that's the, okay. All right, so all in favor of approving consent agenda except for items B, G, H, I, J, K. And what? Okay.
Aye.
Say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Passes. So that takes us to item 4C. Is there a motion to approve the 4B, I'm sorry. Is there a motion to approve the July 10th, 2017 village board minutes? Need a motion?
So moved. Second.
Discussion.
I just had one addition. I'm looking for the number, but it's, I think there are 2 white names on it. Does anyone see the number? I'm just gonna have. It's number 2. I have the page. It's right above 4H, which is trick or treating. Floor 3. It's the second to the last page. Number 2, consideration of bike lanes on Oakland. After the first sentence, which is the motion seconded by trustee Maher to implement, can we add the sentence that the board and village attorney discussed safety and liability concerns about the road crack? I mean, that's why we made the motion too. I came in between the motion to review it and the amended motion.
Okay. All right. Any other comments on that?
Hi. Attorney Bayer told me that trustee Meyer noted apparently a discussion that they had that at 7A1, there is one sentence in the middle that says motion carried by roll call vote 7-0. Nathan's notes say that it failed. It's immediately below a provision that says with all trustees voting nay, motion failed 0-7. Is that ring a bell with you, trustee Meyer? Second page of the July 10th minutes.
Oh, you're looking at,
It
Oh,
failed,
yeah.
it failed 0-7.
well, the motion carried yet failed.
The amendment.
It says
Right.
motion failed 0-7.
Yeah, that's how it.
Oh, yeah, so that's right, the amendment's up above in that paragraph.
Are we in 7A1?
Correct.
I'm only bringing it up because
It
it's
says
mentioned, I don't
failed.
know which is
Oh, I
correct.
see.
The motion
Yes.
failed.
That's accurate.
So the minutes are correct.
They are.
Motion to amend
Fine,
failed.
I understand. I have notes that said that need to be corrected.
Yeah, that's motion to amend.
Maybe we should add to
Well, it
amend.
does say right there above, it says trustee Maher moves, seconded by trustee McKay to amend the motion.
So
Yeah.
do you say amended motion failed? Will that make it clear? No, the motion to amend.
To amend the help, because when I read that first,
Yeah.
I had to kind of think about it.
I agree. Motion to amend failed.
Motion to amend failed. Motion carried.
Okay, any other comments? Seeing none, all in favor of approving the July 10th, 2017 village board minutes with that one change, say aye. Opposed? Takes us to item 4G, consider granting special event permit, Camp Bar.
I just wanted to report to the board some things that we covered on this item in committee. Did you want to take these together?
Wait, first of all, we have to have a motion to approve, then we can talk about it.
Oh, okay. I motion to approve granting the special event permit Camp Bar 4044 North Oakland Avenue, September 10th, 2017, 1 to 7 p.m.
Second.
Discussion?
I think we have to
There
take
you
them
go.
all, we have to take them individually, don't we? These next three items?
No.
They all relate to the same event.
It's not an ordinance.
Oh, so we could take them all.
I think we can get them together.
All right.
You
I
can do
would
it either way.
Withdraw and read.
Yeah, withdraw. I'd like to make a motion to take items G, H, and I all together
And approve it.
and approve them. Second?
Discussion?
So yeah, I wanted to report to the board to summarize the discussion. At the committee level, the motion is contingent upon some final details that will be completed by the applicant with staff, including approving the traffic road closure plan, notice to surrounding properties. Staff will, the police chief will address the rerouting of the buses with the MCTS. And we're all confident that those things will occur. It's just that the staff person from camp, this is new. This is the first time he's submitted all the permit and didn't have a chance to meet with him prior to tonight. But yes.
I did speak to him
Okay.
after the smaller meeting, so.
Great. So that probably won't affect our recommendation. So our recommendation is always approval upon, contingent upon staff approval. And then also the only issue that carried over from last year, the event was very successful last year, and the only leftover question or concern from the village board was that there were some attendees who seemed to bring in liquor from other vendors. As you know, that this event includes an extension of premises for Camp Bar to sell alcohol in the street, but it does not include bringing in of alcohol from, that is prohibited. From Walgreens, or it could be from anywhere else. They can't bring their.
What about their apartment or their house?
Right, it's not, this is, they're essentially choosing to attend a private party that's given by camp who is selling their products there. So to address this concern this year, you know, they were unprepared for it last year. It didn't overwhelm the event, but it was just something that we wanted to avoid and, prevent. So the camp's proposal is that they are planning to notify the attendees via the Jumbotron and other methods during the event, and that they will enforce that notification with extra staff going around the event. So JP&L and staff felt that that was a reasonable plan and would address the concern. Since it wasn't a huge issue last year, it just was, it did occur. And then we'll reevaluate it. We'll evaluate the success of that effort after the event, just as we did this year. I forget your name, sir.
Oh, Brad.
Brad.
Yates.
Okay. Also, in our packets, I don't think we have all the applications, so Diane was kind enough to make copies of those and put them on our desk if you have specific questions. And so if anybody has any questions of the camp representative or JP&L.
Is there any security, who's doing security at this event, of 700 people? Or if Yeah, I'm just,
right, but I think it's fair to ask what their,
like, if someone's carried something in, how, or the fight breaks out, how you just gonna?
There is applicable staff that is roaming around, that will be there. I also am going to check into bringing in a few people to make sure that people are not carrying stuff in. So are they security? No, they're more of an extension of eyes, but there are enough bodies inside and outside if something were to occur. And this is our, I want to say this would be our 4th year of doing it, and we, up to this point, we have had 0 fights, you know,
yeah, the police did not, they don't have concerns around, you know, behavior or incidents. That was not reported to us.
I went by the event towards the end and there was glass and rubbish all over like Walgreens. Are you going to increase the amount of containers for the participants to put their rubbish in and continually clean up the area on the sidewalk?
yes, and we did go through and clean everything up afterwards. It was getting, as people were leaving, you know, it was hard to do it, but once everyone was gone, we did clean it all up. We also are addressing more trash cans.
Yeah.
So from, yes.
And the extension of premises is the whole street from McKinley? Is this the extension of premises description, this graph? So it will be, I just want to make sure that is there.
And Leanne will go over the barricades and places, and also police chief, they discussed that with the appropriate placement of barricades.
So we have a motion. Is this contingent on these items? Is the motion contingent on these items?
Right. Right, so the staff will do the final review. They actually had kind of a mini meeting in the hallway tonight, so it probably is already completed.
So it's contingent on staff review, the motion. Is it?
Oh, I
I
didn't
just wanna
include
be
that in the motion, right. So we could add that to the motion.
Okay.
Another question. You mentioned the police with regards to the carrying, et cetera, but overall, the department is okay with the event and the planning and all the other details?
Right, they had one complaint from a resident someplace in the area.
Okay.
But out of all those people, right.
Were there 700 people there last year?
There were between 500 and 700 people. I want to say there's 500 to 600 people. Being that this is a home game this year, I don't think it's going to increase as much. I think there are a lot of people that are actually going to the game that
And
normally.
do you advertise and promote this as a special event?
We will. We have not yet. It's all dependent upon tonight. So we do on Facebook, on social media, but we don't do any, if you're asking print advertising or television advertising, no.
I mean, I voted against this last year. I understand that Three Lions gets to block off the street for the soccer thing. And, but that's way farther up the street. I mean, we're talking about, the central intersection of town. I didn't have a problem when you did it in the parking lot because you weren't inconveniencing everybody else in town who wants to drive on Oakland Avenue or ride a bus or anything else. I mean, I don't have an issue with it in the parking lot. I think it's just not something I can support on Oakland Avenue, because you're right next to that intersection. And also, I mean, it's a lot of people, it's a lot of alcohol, it's, so I'll be voting no.
Any other comments? Okay, we have a motion and a second with the contingency that'll be upon staff approval. With that in mind, all in favor of the motion as stated, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Nay.
Passes. Next item on the agenda is J. Consideration of special privilege application request from Shorewood's Historical Society to install historical marker tiles within the public right-of-way terrace area in residential districts. Who do I call on for that?
Is it me? Because I pulled it?
Just meet up with Leanna.
Okay. We didn't get a chance to have committee today, so we didn't get a chance to go over any issues. Seems to be a wonderful initiative by the Historical Society, coordinating with the residents of our community who would like to bring attention to the historic significance of our housing stock, which I think is a fabulous idea. There's a similar program in our neighbor of Whitefish Bay. They do it a little differently. It seems that, of course, let the Historic Society explain it in better detail, but it just seems that there's some concrete blocks that will be adjacent to the sidewalk. The residents will actually will order to do this, and pay for their own marker, but we will have it throughout. So it's going to be an ongoing thing. There's not going to be just one order cycle, from what I understand in the memo. The only question, the reason that I pulled it is I do have some questions about